It seems like my presence just triggers my mom. I don't have to do or say much of nothing for her to get upset. And it seems like I'm the only one in the family that it is like that with, as far as my siblings and the immediate family goes. I'm the only one that seems to make her upset. And she always says I have an attitude, and I never have an attitude. I just think honestly she gets triggered by me. I grew up with insecurities and self-esteem issues because she didn't install those values into me growing up. I feel like as far back as 3rd grade I can go, where I remember, because okay, so I grew up with type 4 hair, and I talked about this story on my other channel, but I remember being in the 3rd grade, and I remember my new growth was coming in because I have type 4C hair, and you know how you have the kitchen in the back of your neck, like the little balls that form when I guess you sweat and your curls just start to come in the back. We call it the kitchen. Black folks, y'all know what I'm talking about. I remember being in class, grabbing some scissors and cutting it out of my hair in class, in the middle of class. Like my self-esteem issues, I had to literally pick myself up by myself as an adult, and I just picked myself up within the last year or so. So for the longest time I grew up with these type of self-esteem issues, and it's because my mom, she always had something negative to say about me, about any outfit I wore. She never complimented me. And then she had this thing where it's like I was always considered fast to her, even though I wasn't fast at all. And that was something that really affected me, because she looked at me a certain way. She judged me a certain way. And because of that, she never had my back with anything. Like, I remember these girls were bullying me at this one school I was going to. They were always bullying me because I was a new girl at this school. And I talk about this on my other channel because I do benefit from pretty privilege. So I get a lot of hate from females just off break. And so being a new girl, and I was getting a lot of attention from the guys. And these girls was just had it in on me to bully me. And when I told my mom about this situation, so actually the situation was, we were at a dance, and I was with my boyfriend, and they were there. And you know how at black schools and stuff, when there's a party, people are dancing derogatory, or you know what I mean, inappropriate, you know what I'm saying. But I was not doing that, because I was a pastor's kid and a Christian girl, and I was a good girl, basically is what I'm trying to say. I was a good girl, and I did not like vulgar dancing or none of that. And somehow the rumor was that I was dancing the most provocative at this party, and it got word around to my mom, because this is a very small town, mind you. And then when I got word to my mom, she didn't even believe me when I told her I wasn't doing that. She took everybody else's side but mine. And that was kind of the first situation that happened where I realized that my mom might not ever have my back when it comes to certain things. She never had my back since either. And the only way she knows how to give love is with her money. She throws money around and material. She likes to buy gifts for people. But the thing about gifts for her with me, she uses gifts as like a manipulation tactic, almost like insurance, because whenever me and her get into it, she always wants to take her stuff back that she bought for me, or anybody else for that matter. That's something I've always noticed about her. If she buys somebody a gift, it's not really a gift. It's insurance for later, in case she wants to manipulate you later. Oh my gosh, it's terrible. I feel like she's never proud of me. I've done so much. I honestly feel like I'm an overachiever because, and I know this is what it is because I've done my research on the side effects of growing up with a narcissistic mother, and one of the side effects is always trying to overachieve and do things. Like, I have 2 degrees, I went to the army, I live in California, and I'm a videographer with famous celebrities. I'm doing all these wonderful things, and I feel like my mom's never proud of me. She's always looking for a problem, always looking for something wrong in my life. Even my boyfriend, she doesn't have any boundaries with that. She always has to find a problem with any guy I'm dating, even though there's no problem. She's just judgmental as hell. It's really time for me to cut her out of my life. She's very manipulative and trying to, whenever she feels like she did too much, she wants to reel me back in after we get into it. She'll try to buy me something. And that's what she did the other day. She bought me some jewelry. Because, like I told y'all, me and her have been beefing this whole month. I literally wanted to cut her out of my life and everything. But they came to visit to drop my son off from vacation because he was staying with them for the summertime. But school's about to start, so they came and dropped him off. And they're staying for a couple days, and she knows I'm mad at her. She knows she threatened to call CPS on me. But she's going to pretend like none of that happened. She's going to try to bribe me. I don't think so. I can't keep letting her do this to me. And she wants to have a talk before they leave, which is Monday. And I'm like, okay. I'm going to tell her how I feel, too. I'm tired of you breaking your boundaries, overstepping your boundaries with me. I'm tired of you making me feel small and like you never are proud of me. Like, I always live vicariously through other moms. Like, I even always wanted a mother-in-law. I've always wanted a mother-in-law because I didn't have that mother-daughter relationship that I felt like other normal mother and daughters have. But I'm starting to learn more and more that there's a lot of us out here that don't have a normal relationship with our mom. Like, our moms are really jealous of us, a lot of us, to the point where we trigger them just by being in existence. I literally don't have to do too much anything, and she'll be mad at me about something. It's like she wants me to have a bad day. It's like she's trying to sabotage my life for some reason. I just don't understand it. I'm just really tired. And I can't wait till she leaves California. She leaves Monday, and her energy is just carrying everywhere. Until she leaves, I'm not going to be able to relax totally because her negative energy is that loud, you guys. And she doesn't even have to be in the same facility as me, and I still feel her energy because it's heavy. She's one of those evil, mean people. And I don't just say evil just because I don't like her. She's actually an evil person. I've heard her say some evil things about people. Like my brother, for example. My brother has autism. He's my younger brother. And my father had cheated on her for years throughout their marriage, right? And my mom had the nerve to say that my brother is a curse for my father for cheating on her all the time because he has autism. And I have a half brother who has autism as well. And I found out about him because my dad was, like I said, cheating. And we found out about that brother later on. And she said the same thing about him because she doesn't like his mama. I have another half sister. She was actually born before my dad met my mom. So my father had a child when they met, and she doesn't like her mom either. And she just has beefs with all these females. All growing up, she always got into beefs with my aunties and my grandma. Always females she gets into it with. So it wouldn't be a big surprise if you have a beef with me. She pretends like it's something else, but she doesn't have it. She loves me, whatever, but she doesn't act like she loves me. I trigger you maybe. You may love me, but I trigger you somewhere. Y'all, I could go on and on about this. That's why I created this channel. It's a venting channel more for me to release and let go. And I encourage other women who deal with mother wounds to also start channels like this because it's very therapeutic. And I also feel like I could help somebody out there who can relate to know that you're not alone. And this is a community that we can talk to each other and help support one another because it's a very lonely experience when you don't have a good relationship with your mother because it causes so many issues in your adult life, like relationship issues, like you feel like you can't maintain a relationship. You're always trying to feel loved by somebody. it's so many things, you guys, that we do as women that has, because of our mother wounds, we people please. Overly people pleasing is a sign you have a mother wound, because we're always trying to please our mom and never could. And that's something I am trying to work on. Ever since I realized that, I'm more conscious of people pleasing. I'm one of those people that always says I'm sorry, even though I don't have a reason to be sorry, if that makes sense. So I'm working on that. Always being in a relationship is another symptom, and I've always been in a relationship. Yes, I have pretty privilege, but I feel like I can't not be single because I need somebody all the time. And I can be single but I'm choosing always to be in a relationship. And in the way I parent my son, I don't spank him on purpose. I try so hard to be extra nice to him because I don't want to be nothing like my mom. And I don't want to, I don't want to be nothing like her. And I don't want my son to grow up with inferiority complexes like I have. So I had to learn how to rebuild my own self-esteem up. My mom had no help in it. My mom doesn't even know who I am as a grown woman, because she's always treating me like a child. She doesn't see me as an adult. I can't stand her. I just wish they would leave already. I just wanted to get on here real quick and just talk to you guys. I have a Discord in my description box that you guys can join. And it's a chat room for us girls that have mother wounds to just talk and bond with one another and just form community. Because I've always wanted to do this. Form a community for women like us. Because this is a very, very triggering, sensitive topic. And a lot of women are going through it. And I just want to be able to create a space for us to just release and let go of all of our mama issues. Because we have to let all of this built up. And at least I'm speaking for myself. I keep a lot of stuff built in because I'm such a nice person. Even though somebody does me wrong, I still want to give them a chance. And I'm done with all that. So I'm trying to be strong and trying to cut her off officially. So ladies, let me know what you guys think in the comment section. And don't forget to join the Discord if you want to join our community. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you for listening.